terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. And the Dogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Upshaw. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans offense will go to work first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Spartans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback extends the play. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Under fire. Fires it incomplete. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Spartans! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these...
Turning it on! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Finds a little space. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a 1st down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Riley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Dogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to
Play fake on first down, wants to throw.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. There he goes. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It's caught. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on.
Touchdown, Sparty! Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. Running into the open space. He's up to 55 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
Caught. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Snapped it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hold and finds his man on the left.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he grabs it at the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big the 43.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gilby got it out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He wants to change this route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Georgia! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. The quick out. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Bulldogs are on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially...
He's loose. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run it. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down.
You got to have have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Zips it out to his man.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking. There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's White. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And the Spartans are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. He's got an open man. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the third down pass is incomplete. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any. Set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of... Turning it on! He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Logan. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Throwing right. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He picks it up, that's a live ball.
I mean, if you're on defense, finally something good happens. It just hasn't been a great day. You've been giving up a ton of yards. You've given up some points. At least you get this field goal block. And listen, for coaching staffs, you got to find...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Inside the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Off the boot, looking for his man. Skips away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking for a man. It's Logan. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll He'll throw for it. Oh, they're after him. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end that does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
He gets it away from his own end zone. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.